Hello everyone, today I read your book about France. Where is it? France is the largest country in Western Europe. To the north of France are Belgium and Luxembourg. To the east are Italy, Germany, and Switzerland, and to the south is Spain. The United Kingdom and Ireland lie across the English Channel to the northwest. France is bordered by water on two sides. To the west is the Atlantic Ocean, and to the northwest is the English Channel. To the south is the Mediterranean Sea. The capital of France is Paris, a city known around the world for its beauty. Millions of people visit Paris each year to see its famous landmarks. These sites include the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame Cathedral, and the Louvre Art Museum. A monument called the Arc de Triomphe stands over one of the city's main streets. The Champs-Élysées. More than 200 million people live in Paris. The city is France's center for both business and culture. Paris is also considered one of the fashion capital of the world. People. More than 66 million people live in France. Most people live and work in its cities and towns. Tourism is the largest service industry in France. In fact, France is the country in the world. Many people go in hotels, restaurants, and museums that welcome this visitor. Many French people also work in factories that produce goods such as cars, aircraft, and clothing. Other factories make chemicals and process food. Some people work in mines, digging resources such as coal out of the world. More than half of the country's land is used for farming. French farmers grow wheat, grains, sugar beets, and potatoes. Other raised animals include cattle, hogs, and sheep. Some also grow grapes in vineyards. The majority of people in France are Roman Catholic. Others are Protestant, Muslim, or Jewish. The country's main language is French, although people speak different dialects depending on the area. Land. France has many different landforms, including hills, forests, mountains, rivers, lakes, and beaches. France is most covered in flat plains and low, rolling hills. It also has high plateaus. The Seine River runs through Paris, and along with smaller rivers drains the Paris basin. The country is also known for its beauty beaches, especially along the Mediterranean Sea. France has different mountain ranges. The most well-known ranges are the French Alps and the Pyrenees. The French Alps are part of the larger Alps mountain range that runs through many countries. The French Alps lie along the border between France, Switzerland, and Italy. The Pyrenees lie along the border between France and Spain. A large plateau spreads across southern France. It has ancient mountains and volcanoes, which are no longer active, as well as deep river gorges. France also includes some inland. The largest is Corsica, which is located off the southern coast in the Mediterranean Sea. History. France has a long history. Experts believe that early humans lived in what is now France nearly 2 million years ago. More than 2,000 years ago, France was known as Gaul. The people who lived there were called Celts. Around 50 BC, the Roman Empire took over Gaul and ruled the land about 500 years. Around AD 400, German tribes took Gaul from the Romans. These German people were called Franks. They named the land Francia, which is now France's Scottish name. For the next 1,000 years, powerful kings ruled France. In 800, French king named Charlemagne became leader of the Holy Roman Empire. This empire included France and part of what are now Belgium, Germany, and Italy. However, the empire fell apart after Charlemagne died in 814. From about 1066 to 1453, many wars were fought over the land of France. More of these wars were between France and England. This began in 1066 when a group from Normandy, a region in France, invaded England. Another famous war between the two countries began in 1337 and lasts until 1453. Today known as the Hundred Years' War. For 100 years, France were ruled by kings, many of whom treated the people poorly. In 789, the people rebelled against the king and the French Revolution began. France became a republic in 792. Thought the revolution would not end until 799. The French overthrew two more leaders, setting up new governments each time. Today, France is a republic with a strong democracy. Celebration. The French celebrate many different holidays. The French Revolution began on July 14, which is now known as Bastille Day. On that day in 789, the French people stormed the Bastille, a prison in Paris. They took control of the building so they could set the prisoners free. Today, the French people celebrate their freedom with parades and fireworks. Mardi Gras is another popular holiday. Mardi Gras is a Roman Catholic holiday held about 6 weeks before the Easter holiday. Many cities and towns have huge carnivals with parades and floats. People dress in costume and dance in the street. Food. France is famous for its food and cooking styles. Many French people consider good food to be one of the most important parts of life. One type of popular French cooking usually includes rich dishes made with butter, cream, eggs, and other flavors. The French enjoy many different types of fresh bread and is served as smooth meals. Breads are often sold as baguettes or long thin loaves. France is also famous for many different kinds of cheese. Many areas in France often their very own type of cheese. Conclusion. France is a modern country with a long and interesting history. Its past is filled with powerful kings and empires. Today, France is the most visited country in the world. People travel from all over the world to see its beautiful cities, villages, and castles, and to eat its rich foods. Vineyards and farmers dotted rolling hills and plains, desert foods, salted cheese, and restaurants who shops. If you were to visit France, what would you like to see?